A New Hope, Nier Chapter 137 Fan Fiction by Azazyel. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel for listening and patreon.com/Azazyel to read all of Azazyel's stories. Utter disgust and pure unfiltered hate filtered into White's emotional modules as she took in the many dead corpses of humans and her own YoRHa agents taking on the Covenant forces. She was well aware of Jake being some kind of an anomaly with his awakening within his bunker, but regardless, she and YoRHa were unprepared for mass engagement against an enemy on the level of the Covenant from Halo. She had dozens of androids checking databooks and novels, and playing the games of Halo in order to get an idea of the scope and level of force needed to meet such forces in open combat. And White was well aware that YoRHa was hilariously outnumbered. But we aren't outgunned, she thought as she ordered the mass production of Goliath-tier laser and plasma launchers that could be sent into Reach's atmosphere due to Jake's guardian. Commander, we have collected the report. An operator pinged her, and then without a word, the android sent a data packet into White's private system detailing the forces expected on Reach. 300 registered Covenant ships including several flagships and the personal vessels of the Prophets, millions of Covenant forces, many of which were bound by extreme honor and religious reasons to ensure high morale. Human forces, expected forces of 150 warships, 20 Mach orbital cannons, special ops agents in Spartans of indeterminate number. White looked upon the information and smiled as she spoke coldly. We fought off an enemy from more than 10,000 years back on Earth. We have 2 weeks to fortify Reach to the point of buying more time to bloody the Covenant nose while the humans escape. To that effect, operators hack into and install the Origin app on all civilian devices and begin the process of moving all citizens of the world through civilian channels. As the operators began their high-speed work, White pondered over her options. She knew the intelligence agency ONI was going to be a major issue with her plans to evacuate the planet. But in the end, she snorted as she watched Jake smash a hunter into paste with the simple reality that a heavy enough rock can smash hyper-advanced technology and the things hiding within it, into paste. Now it was just a waiting game, as she had already had several androids sent out from the Guardian portal in flight suits towards where she thought the disguised Covenant supercarrier was likely hiding. Finally seeing through one of the androids' pods as they slaughtered their way into the relay outpost, she saw one of the vaunted Spartans that the Halo series was built around. And she was going to kill Halsey for that travesty if she had ever met the woman. White thought with her hand tightening around her crop as she watched 6E tear through Covenant forces with merciless precision. 6E wasn't an expressive android, she did her job well. And that was enough. She was Jake's killer in the dark, killing all that threatened his interests before he even knew about it. She helped bind his wounds after he was shot by a machine lifeform and was his first YoRHa contact, despite A2 always being annoying about being the first android to make contact with him. Seeing the Spartans fighting the Covenant forces, she had only this thought. Inefficient. She thought with disdain. Their auto rifle rounds plinked off the energy shields of the elites, with only the Spartans wielding the oversized shotgun and heavy machine gun capable of quickly killing the Covenant forces in a speed to match her masso and dust-enhanced great sword swings that bisected hunter and elite alike. "Yo, who is the fantasy chick who stepped off a pin-up model?" One of the Spartans spoke jokingly, and 6E was reminded how these super soldiers were stolen as children. But regardless, she danced forward, sliding across the ground with her heels, creating a stream of sparks as her aura protected her from the remnant heat of a plasma shot from an elite's plasma rifle before she sliced the monster in half from the top of the head to the groin, with its energy shield parting like it didn't exist due to the masso and dust interfering with it. With the last of the Covenant dead, 6E tilted her head to the side, uncaring of the Spartans stiffening at the alien nature as her head tilted a bit too far to be natural as she listened to a hefty data packet from Commander White. "You," 6E called softly, pointing at the leader of the noble team. "Carter A259. Here, my commander will speak to you and yours through our comms units." She spoke as her pod projected a hologram from of Commander White standing beside her that made the Spartans look at the leading Spartan of the outfit, while 6E idly stared at the would-be protagonist here on the planet of Reach. Noble 6 is a woman. Are Spartans even fertile with the surgeries and genetic treatments? 6E thought, and after that thought she forwarded the thought to YoRHa as a non-priority research question.